All right. You ready to get this show started?
Let's do it.
All right. Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Arianna.
And hello. Welcome to this Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes. Why do I feel like today was like a long day? I was productive at work, but I felt like it was a very long day.
I feel like it should be midweek.
Yeah. Everything just goes by so fast.
It does.
Weekends go by so fast. You
Two.
know, if America wants to go to a 4-day work week, I am for it.
Me too.
Because honestly, I don't know. I feel like there's not enough time in the day. Like tonight, I was running late because I came home. I didn't get up early enough to do my double workout. So what I've been doing is like either I do a bike and then some like stretches and things that I learned from PT for my knee, or I alternate it with the treadmill walking, and then I do body workouts, formerly Beachbody. And so I needed to do Joel, who was a trainer. So I didn't have time in the morning. So I did a 20-minute weightlifting workout in the afternoon.
Yes. Lucas prefers Shanti.
Oh, I love Sean T. He is, my favorite. Like I would go, like, how they have like character cruises and all these different type of cruises. I mean, not right now until the Hunter virus is gone. But like I would so do a Beachbody cruise with all like their trainers. I would so do that with like Sean T and Autumn and Joel.
That'd be great. I'd do that.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. Then they have like healthy food. You sign up for workshops and like working out and stuff with excursions and a little bit of alcohol. I think it'd be great.
Lucas wants to go and meet Shanti's husband.
Oh, I love Scott. Scott was in one of his first workouts, like his videos.
I know, it's so cute.
And then he's been in a couple more, I think.
Yeah, I think because I did that one, and like Lucas watched a couple or happened to be down there, and he was like watching. I think it was the newest Shanti workout.
Mhm.
He was there watching him record, and then Lucas saw him come out on camera.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. I love like their relationship, and when they adopted 2 boys and the twins, I think the twins, and they used to be on Instagram all the time, and then as they got older, they stopped having them on Instagram, but they were just so cute. Yeah, I like them. Sean T has an amazing story. Like he's not one of the people that like I've always been fit, and then he was overweight, he was sexually abused, he went through a lot of trauma in his life, and fitness was his way to cope with everything. And I'm sure a lot of therapy as well. But yeah, I mean, he's just he seems like an amazing person from the persona that we see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just see.
So I do love him. But yeah, so I was working out on Joel. So I went down and worked on Joel. So like I don't get home till like 6. So let my dogs out. Where I worked out. Then I needed to make myself dinner. So I made myself I know you don't like them, but I bought a Caesar salad kit. So
Not that I don't like them. I just think they're the plainest salad you can have.
but it was okay because, I added some things to spruce it up, but I also had it with Wegmans. There's a grocery store out by us called Wegmans. Love it. So Wegmans has like these frozen like chicken cutlets you can buy. So it's like a chicken breast that's spreaded. And so I made that. So I put that on top of it, cooked up the chicken. It's so good. But as I was doing that, I fed the dogs, and then I'm making the rest of my meal for the rest of the week. So I've been craving it like all winter. I wanted to make shepherd's pie. So I'm making shepherd's pie. So I had to like make the burger,
Nice.
and then now I'm adding all the vegetables. So that's what I was doing. So I was running late doing that. And then I'm gonna put most of it together. Then I'll put the potato. I'll do the potato tomorrow and then bake it. But at least like the meat and the vegetable part will be done. Then I just need to add the topping and then bake.
You should freeze some and give it to me.
I will. Did you freeze your yoki meal for me?
Lucas ate it.
Yes. So disappointed. You had to make your mother-in-law happy. Why is it gone? All your food gone?
Yeah, it's completely gone. So I don't know if
Wow.
to make you feel better or worse. He ate it at 10 o'clock today, and it was his first lunch of 2 today.
But it's so filling. How could he actually had a second lunch after that?
He did. What was your second lunch? Pulled pork. Because there's someone new that started today, so they got food.
It's also
Yeah.
very filling. He has a good metabolism. No, so I don't know, did we say what it was? It's chicken bacon gnocchi. It's
Yes,
so good.
it was. It was a good batch this time. I found Aldi actually carries gnocchi, so I got it from there instead of Wegmans this time.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I'm an Aldi and a Wegmans shopper, so I do both, but I like to also save money. So if I can save money, I do. But yeah, Aldi's and Wegmans, those are my staples. Actually, I was listening to another podcast called Not Gonna Lie. It's oh my god, I can't think of her first name, but last name's Kelsey, the Kelsey wife who has lots of kids. She's pretty cool. So she also likes Wegmans. And she was saying for Mother's Day she'd like some Wegmans chocolate cake and she did not want to share it with her children.
That's funny.
Yes, she just wanted some Wegmans chocolate cake because they have made it down. They started in Rochester, New York. They're in Western New York, and they've made their way down. I think there's a couple places in Ohio that has a Wegmans, and then Pennsylvania, PA. It's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know how far they extended.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So years ago, when you were a baby, I worked nights at a place called Perry's Ice Cream. So they make ice cream and they make Wegmans, like their Wegmans brand ice cream, and then Perry's ice cream. And for Wegmans, they had asked for like the highest quality cream and stuff, which is really cool. And the main Wegman person to the Perry person, they actually, and it's kind of cool because that's their last names. They actually said, "Hey, we wanna expand. We want to bring you with us. So do you want to expand?" And they told Perry's they did market research, "You need to change up because Perry's ice cream used to be like square bricks, which is great if you had a party. Because when I was a kid, you could just cut it like slice it like a cake, but it was ice cream. So they had to make their packaging a little bit more fancier. So, but yeah, so they partner and what Perry's supplies the ice cream. So if it's not Perry's down there, there's at least the Wegmans and the Wegmans and Perry's.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought that was really cool. They're like, "Hey, we're expanding. Do you want to expand with us?" And we said yes. It was a great opportunity, and then they took it.
And I remember going to work with you sometimes when we worked nights there, and you would let me go to the vending machine, and I get those vanilla cookies.
Yes, yes. So, like, when you're like, I worked there when I was pregnant and with you nights because, I was stay-at-home mom, home with Anthony, and then your dad had traveled. So it was only a couple nights a week, but I liked having a little bit of my own money. And then once you were a baby, you didn't like being left without me. So,
Mhm.
so
So
I went back like for a week and I'm like, yeah, it's not working. And your dad was like calling me every couple of minutes. She wants you because you were crying. So then but then I did go back once you're a little bit older, they had a space available, and I just did, like, data entry, light accounting work. Like, what I do is for the truck drivers, they haul on semi trucks. I would tabulate, like, everything that they sold, enter it in the system for our, like, quality control, and then I'd have to balance the money on the sheets that they said what it cost versus what was in our system. 99% of the time it worked out, sometimes it didn't, and then I'd print out the orders on, like, this giant printer with, like it was green rebar, like and I'd have to print out the orders for the next day. They've probably all gone to, like, iPads or something at this point, but
yeah.
yeah. But it's
They probably
20
don't do
years
that
ago.
anymore, but that's
That's
cool.
what they did 20 years ago, print it out, then I'd go in the truck driver's slots, and then I'd put in their orders for the next day. I enjoyed it, like, it was a cool little fun job.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was one of my I feel like I've lived, like, many lifetimes, like, when I was, like, 19, 20, I was, like, a customer service manager at Walmart, like, I've done many things.
You have.
I have. Walked many moons, done many things, and now I'm here doing this podcast and work full time. So and that's it. So I had yesterday not yet well, for me, today for us is Monday, but I know today right now for you is Tuesday. So because we're recording on Monday. Yesterday was Mother's Day, and just wanna say I had a really nice Mother's Day. Ari brought me some she made homemade breakfast pizza, which was amazing, and then we just hung out, played a game, and then they also did some acts of service. I needed stuff brought out because 'cause they're going to open my pool. It's a little early, I think, but they're going to be opening my pool soon. So, I have an above ground pool, and I don't know how to connect all the things and get it going. So,
Yeah. Yeah, buy some stuff off for her.
Yep, it was heavy and you brought it out, so I appreciate that. Oh, do you wanna do you have anything you wanna share before I go into, like, and embarrass myself?
Ah, I don't think so.
Okay. So oh my goodness. So oh, yeah, if you're new here, we just chit-chat and then discuss Reddit stories. Sorry about that. If you're like, "What is this podcast about?" Really, it's about nothing, and then we talk about Reddit stories. So, last week, like, mowing's been a challenge here in Western New York because it's been raining a lot. So, like, the ground's really wet, but your lawn gets long and you have to mow. So, I, like, mowed, but then I had a ton of grass, like, and a little bit of a ton of grass stuck to my mower. So, I needed to hose it off. So, for some reason, I thought it was gonna be a quick thing. So, I pull up to, like, my hose area, but stayed in the grass. And then when I went to get off, I still left the mower, not the blades going, but, like, the mower running.
Mhm.
And I had pants on, jogging pants with a band, like, the bandage on the bottoms, like, by your ankle,
Yeah.
but they're a little loose. So, the mower's running, I step off, and my mower is a seated mower, so when you push on a pedal like a car. You push one pedal, it goes backwards, one pedal goes forwards. Well, it got stuck so as I was getting off, so my legs twisted. No, mind you, I have a bad knee. Somehow I twisted my body, got stuck. So the mower all of a sudden is in reverse. My
Oh,
pant is wrapped around the pedal. So
oh,
it's go down as fast as it could go. So I'm going fast, like backwards. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like I was like, like panicking and yelling and like, how am I gonna get it off? Like I couldn't like even jump off because my leg was stuck. So I'm like, oh my God, why did I turn it off? It's so dumb. I'm like, do I turn it off? I don't want to ruin the mower by just turning off the key. So I'm not knowing what to do because I couldn't reach the brake because my other
mhm.
leg was just out. Like I had to lift it up to be like not run it over because it was like the way it was.
Oh gosh.
Like I was just twisted weirdly and it was like leaning on the ground. And so I like, okay. So on the side, there's a downshifter and I always have it in rabbit mode, which means the mower goes as fast as it can go. So I shoved it down to turtle to get it really slow. So then I could like mess around with it while I was going really slow and positive. It was probably like 3 minutes, me just going backwards all around, trying to look behind me, not to hit anything. It was going like when I say fast, it's probably like 2 miles an hour, but it felt really fast.
Oh my gosh. That's
Like, I
crazy.
was stuck and didn't know how to, like, stop it. I needed someone to jump on and, like, hit the brake, but
Yikes.
I'm so bruised. Like, I was looking at my legs, like, "God, why am I so bruised?" And my arms had some bruises, and I had some bruising, like, around my hand. I'm like, "My
Mhm.
God, what happened?" I was like, "Oh, it was
That's funny.
the mower incident." Because
Oh,
my adrenaline was going so fast, like, I didn't feel pain.
yeah, you're just like, "How do I turn off the mower?"
Yeah, it
Ah,
wasn't until the next day, I'm like, "Oh, what are these bruises?"
that's funny. That reminds me of last night. We heard this, like, really loud noise, like, it almost sounded like an airplane was flying, like, really close, like, that kinda, like, rumbling noise, and then
Mhm.
then I realized it's coming from inside the house. So I quickly turned off the TV we watched, we ran, and it was from the laundry room. It was the washer had moved almost, like, in front of the door. It almost, like, blocked the door, and it was because Lucas just threw the entire laundry basket in there, so it must've been too heavy, so then it started moving.
It was too heavy and off balance, and that's what yeah, it'll
Yes.
move.
I was like, "You gotta split it up at least in half now."
Yeah. Oh my does he not sort his clothing, like,
No,
by
he just dumps the whole thing right in the washer.
Oh my god, that's giving me a heart attack, but yeah, oh my god, it's so funny. Could you imagine if you couldn't get in? Oh my gosh, or if it would've
Moved
moved
in
too much, a
front.
hose could have popped out. It's in for blocking your door, and water could have been running all
I
over.
could've luckily, no hoses popped out, at least that I know of, knock on the wall,
Mhm.
and we were able to shove it right back, but then I was like, "Gotta split the laundry up from now on."
Yes, split the laundry up. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Because when I do laundry, I sort it's at least in 3 to 4 different piles when I do laundry.
Absolutely. So I have like my cold, which are like my jeans and like sweatshirts and those type of things.
Mhm.
And then I have my hot. So my towels, well, I have separate two towels. Like, so my face towels are white. So those are separate 'cause I wash them in, like, gentle detergent, and then no dyes or anything because I use it for my face. So then those are separate, all my whites to keep them white, and then I have my normal towels, and those are my towels and my socks. And then if there's any sweaters, and then all my work clothes, like, my work pants are, feel like a lot of them feel like workout pants. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that material. So I wash, workout clothes plus my work pants together because it all has, like, the same material. Then I have my
Mhm.
cotton work clothes, they have to be separate, then I wash those separate. I have, like, 5 and 6 different piles every
Oh my gosh.
yeah, well, I wanna make sure, because if I mix any of my work stuff with the other stuff, I get, lint or weird markings on my clothes, so yeah. So I don't know. But you know what? I don't have a lot on my clothes anymore, which is a little sad. I knew I'd miss it one day.
But
Zuko's hair.
really, even though he comes over almost every week,
Yeah, I do
he's
need to
getting
vacuum.
so bad.
I do need to vacuum, but yeah. But it's not really getting on my clothes because he's so when he comes, he's just obsessed with the kittens are hiding in the basement from him. So he's just looking through the cat door at him most of the time. So which is cute though too, but he's a little obsessed.
Oh jeez.
So hopefully eventually he'll make friends with the new kittens you got me, and then he'll won't be so obsessed with them.
Hopefully.
But if they have fear, if he senses fear, then he'll probably continue to just look down in the basement, which is funny. So then the other thing I did, I to myself, it's just let's embarrass me today. I it's like a confession. So it's today at work. I brought a lunch. I usually do the 9-5 nutrition meals or whatever,
Mhm.
and I I have these little salt and pepper shakers at work. So I accidentally had the pepper open too much,
Oh gosh.
and then I couldn't I was trying to get it off, and I really couldn't get it off without just getting rid of the food. And I'm like, okay, this is portioned out. I'm gonna be hungry. I can't. I'm like, fuck it. I just stirred in the pepper into the food.
Not again.
I've done this before. Yeah. So, but it wasn't as bad as before. But it was still bad enough. So after I ate, I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So I I started, sneezing, and I felt like I
Oh my
couldn't breathe
god.
again, like, a fudge. Last time I over peppered something 'cause I have asthma, so I just, get that extra mucusy and gross inside my body. So then, and then I felt like I had heartburn, so I took a Pepcid, and then I took a Benadryl because that was bothering me, and then I took a Claritin, and then after a little bit, I felt good. I felt like the Claritin, because it had Sudafed in it, counter-reacted with the Benadryl I took at work so I didn't fall asleep. So
Oh,
I
that's
think
good. Oh my gosh.
but, yeah, no. Then my anxiety started hyping up, like, "Oh my god, am I gonna have to go home because of this? What am I gonna do? I can't breathe. Am I gonna have to go to the ER?" It just my god, it was so stupid. And then the story before goes, so Alyssa, so Anthony's now wife, had invited me over. It's probably one of the we've eaten at their house. One of the first times, she made a homemade meal though. Usually we
Yes.
ordered pizza and things, and she made these is it chicken and biscuits, right? It was really good. Or chicken, what was it, Annie?
It was like a chicken and biscuits.
I don't
Like
know
a chicken pot pie almost over biscuits
yeah,
kinda
like
thing.
over biscuits. It was so good. So a couple they had the pepper shaker that you could, you know, you twist it, but I didn't realize the cap was on the bottom, so, I kept twisting and twisting and twisting and nothing happened, and then when I realized I could take it off, a bunch, I mean a bunch of pepper fell all in it, and then I'm like, "Oh my god," I just, staring at it, and you guys are all staring at me. I didn't know what to do, so I just stirred it in real quick because I panicked because I didn't wanna, ask for
Put it to the
more.
side.
I coulda
Scrape
just,
it off.
because it was liquid, I coulda scooped a bunch of it off, but
Yeah.
I also didn't want Alyssa to be upset that I was wasting it. So, oh my I had to leave, I was having an asthma attack, I had to go get asthma, I got Benadryl, it was I was a mess. When I came back, and then they said they were never making me a nice meal again, and they've made meals, but I've never had that meal again, it was really good.
No, it was so good.
So but yeah, I so apparently I don't learn Airy, but I just didn't wanna go buy lunch. I had lunch. I just and those meals are, not that big. Once you start scooping stuff out, you don't have much left. So, I was like, "Ah, darn." But yeah, so those are my, I did it both time well, 3 times now that we've talked about it, but the past couple weeks I've done it to myself.
Crazy.
Note to self, turn off lawnmower as before you get off it.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't when I added gas into it though the other day, but when I came to the park and I didn't, but I'm, like, extra cautious and I had shorts on. I was like, "My gosh," usually I always mow in shorts, but it's been so cold and I had on sweatpants.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yeah. So, anyway, for all you klutzy people like me, see, it could be as bad as me, like, I'm sure you haven't done it. Like, and I can trip over my own feet like nobody's business with flat shoes. Like, I could be barefoot and trip over my own feet. So,
Yeah.
I'm very klutzy.
Craziness.
It is crazy. Oh, and Ari got me ceramic flowers that goes in my
Yes.
vase, so my vase will never be flowerless. It can be
Exactly. So you
really
can
pretty.
always have flowers in your vase.
Yeah, I should take a picture of it for the Instagram.
You
Like, it's
should.
so cute. I really like it. And then Anthony got me live flowers, so it
Yes,
was
that
nice.
was a pretty bouquet.
It was a very beautiful bouquet, and it came in a really pretty bag, like the prettiest bag I've ever seen. Think I'm gonna save it to use it for something, or if I, like, buy flowers and put it in for someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know, I really liked it. But yeah, I had a nice day yesterday. So yeah, I hope everyone that's a mother to children, a mother to fur babies, a mother to other people's children, I hope you had a good day.
Yes.
Alright, you ready for a quiz?
I'm ready.
I thought it would be fun, so I did, it's pick a spring activity for every mood, and we'll guess your birth season. So we'll
Oh,
see if they'll guess my season, and you
okay.
and I have different birth seasons.
We
So
do. So this will be interesting.
did you get the quiz that I sent you?
I'm waiting.
Okay. So I'm gonna read the first one.
Did you send it already?
I sent it to you before the pod started.
Oh, okay. I thought you were sending it now. So I'll get it up.
What, you just don't wanna listen to me take a quiz?
I want to take it too.
Yeah, that was the point.
I didn't notice you sent something before. Found it. Okay.
Okay. So when you're feeling energetic, you want to go hiking on a nature trail, start a spring garden project, go for a bike ride through blooming parks, play frisbee or soccer outside.
I'm gonna choose go hiking on a nature trail.
I don't really want to do any of these. I
What do
guess,
you-
well, I like my bike's broken. I want to play frisbee or soccer.
Work in your garden.
Okay, I do plant flowers, so I'm going to pick the garden one.
All right. When you're
Oh,
feeling real, what?
ah, I got out of it. Okay, go ahead.
When you're feeling relaxed, you want to sit on the porch with a warm drink, or take a peaceful walk at sunset, or read a book under a blossoming tree, or have a picnic in the sunshine. I'm
My gosh,
picking reading the book.
there's three of them. I either want to read the book or I'll sit on the porch with a warm drink. That's what I'll do. Okay. When you're feeling social, you want to organize a group hike or bike trip,
Absolutely not.
host an outdoor brunch with friends,
Not really.
have a have a backyard barbecue,
Maybe.
go to the farmer's market with friends.
Why would I go to the farmer's market with friends?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't I don't a whole group
I
hike.
guess I'll have a backyard barbecue.
I think I'm gonna have brunch.
All right. When you're feeling creative, you want to make flower crowns or crafts, experiment with outdoor cooking, take photos of spring flowers, or paint and sketch outdoors.
Ooh, I'm gonna take photos of spring flowers.
I'm gonna do crafts.
I realize, like, reading all these, I must be odd because I don't do a lot of these things. Other than,
I
like, I'll
don't
take, like,
think
a walk
most people
sometimes.
do all these things.
Okay. When you're feeling adventurous, you want to explore a new hiking trail, go on a spontaneous road trip, try kayaking or paddleboarding, visit a new outdoor cafe or a restaurant.
We'll go a spontaneous road trip. Why are all these things outdoors? Why is
But
there
I
no
like
inside
hiking. I like
activities?
kayaking or visit outdoor cafe. That sounds fun. I don't Not that I do that often, but
Yeah.
sounds fun.
When you're feeling nostalgic, you want to go stargazing on a spring night, visit your childhood park, fly a kite you used to, take a scenic walk down memory lane.
I'm gonna take the walks. I like to go for walks. I don't know about memory lane, but definitely gonna go for a walk.
Childhood Park. We have a quite a nice like, park I like to walk through.
We do have a nice park. When you're feeling romantic, you want to have a candlelight dinner outdoors, stroll through a flower garden, go on a sunset boat tour, watch the sunrise together.
Stroll through a flower garden.
Mm, I'm going to have a candlelit dinner.
Don't forget it's outdoors.
Yeah, it's fine. I like eating outside. Um,
When
oh yeah, you're sure.
mosquitoes. When you're feeling stressed, you want to watch TV, practice outdoor meditation or yoga, listen to birds chirping in a park, or nap and go
Take
watch
a nap or
TV.
watch TV. Say watch TV. Oh, they got me wrong.
Same here.
Says I was born in winter. You
Oh, you're
you
close.
you appreciate spring's warmth after the cold months, and you love cozy outdoor moments. You embrace the season's fresh start with a mix of energy and comfort. Close. That's fair. I was
You're
born in
close.
the fall though, but that's okay.
You were born in summer. You're drawn to spring's sunny, active side because it reminds you of your favorite season. You love being outside, soaking up the warmth, and enjoying every ray of sunshine.
Wait, what did you say? What's the season?
Summer.
Summer? No, close. Well, I guess it's like
Completely wrong.
completely wrong. You're spring. Okay, well, I think because a lot of these things didn't really resonate with me, so it's hard to choose.
Yeah.
So I picked the best out of what was there and not like what we normally do.
Very interesting.
Yes. All right. Are we ready for some Reddit stories?
Let's do it. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. 1 second. Okay, okay. Let's do. Okay. From r/am I the asshole, posted by according dash mood 45. Am I the asshole for choosing to drive 45 plus minutes at 3 a.m. instead of following my dad's separate rooms rule? No, sorry, my dad's separate rooms rule.
Depends on your age, maybe. I will say maybe because you're staying in someone else's house. It's your dad's.
All right. My boyfriend, 23, and I, 22, are going on vacation. Our flight is at 6 a.m., so we have to be there at 3 a.m. My parents' house is the closest to the airport, being 20 minutes from it, and it would be easiest to stay here as my apartment and my boyfriend's house are further than 45 minutes away. My parents offered for us to stay at their house so they can also drive us there, and we do not need to pay for parking. This is ideal, but my dad is uncomfortable with my boyfriend staying in my room. However, my mom is comfortable. My dad wants him to sleep in the guest room since we are not married and should not sleep together under his roof. I understand this and will respect his wishes, but I am uncomfortable with my boyfriend being in the guest room.
Mm.
We are both respectful people who have been together for a while now. So, in order to make everyone comfortable, I told my dad we will be staying at my apartment. He got mad and said he wants to be the one to drive us to the airport. I told him that would be ideal, but I am uncomfortable with my boyfriend staying in the guest room. He then asked why I'm making such a big deal out of this. I have an amazing relationship with my dad and hate to argue about this. He is my hero. I respect the hell out of him, and I'm wondering if I'm at fault here. My boyfriend does not know about this at all. He is the first man I've ever asked to stay over, as I have respected my dad's wishes until now. I'm asking due to the convenience and time we have been together. He is my first serious boyfriend. And so, for some more context, I am fine sleeping on my own. The reason I am uncomfortable with him in the guest room is that I'm always a respectful adult towards my dad. And I feel like he does not trust me to stay that way under his roof. Also, my 17-year-old younger brother was allowed to have a 17-year-old girlfriend stay behind closed doors, but I am not.
Okay, that changes things for me a little bit.
Yeah, that double standard there.
I don't like the double standard, but I feel like when you're staying in someone's house, you should respect their wishes. Like, but I don't know why the dad was mad. I want to be the one to drive you. Well, okay, but we want to sleep together. I don't see it's a big deal for you to sleep separate for one night. Like, who
Mhm.
cares? Is that like he's even in the middle of a couch? You have a separate bedroom. So for me, I don't. But then so, as an outsider, I'd say just do it for the night and make it easier. But if that was me and my parents had the double standard, I'd be like, I think it was ridiculous, and I'd push back on that too. Because I would say, like, "Well, okay, well, my brother could do it at 17, and me and my boyfriend's been there a while. I'm going to be respectful. Don't worry, we're not gonna do anything other than sleep, but we're gonna stay in the same room."
Yeah, it's ridiculous that the brother is allowed to have his underage girlfriend with him.
It was funny because I thought she was being ridiculous until the very last sentence, and I was like, "Okay." I changed my stance on that. I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, it's ideal, it makes it easier, but if you don't wanna sleep apart, then I would just not do it.
Yeah, I agree.
'Cause I'm not gonna have someone, like, sneaking in, or you know what I mean? Like, you wanna be
Yeah.
you don't wanna be weird, you wanna be open about it and be like, "Hey, I'm an adult. He's gonna either sleep in my room or we're just not gonna sleep here." Like,
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
fair.
I think that's fair. I don't like when people have double standards for their kids.
No. So top comment, not the asshole. Your dad set a boundary and you respected it. That's it. If the dad is hurt over it, he should re-examine his feelings about the sleeping arrangements. Would I let my boyfriend sleep in the guest room to simplify my airport experience? I absolutely would. But choosing not to do is your totally reasonable choice. Would I make my adult child sleep separately from her partner? I would not. But your dad wants to make that choice.
Yes. Yeah. So I agree with that. I just feel like you dad set boundaries. You're setting, like, your preferences, like, "Hey, we're just not going to stay there if we can't sleep in the same room." I feel like you're not being like, "Oh, this is a standoff." You're just stating facts. Like, "I get it. I'm gonna respect you, so we're just not gonna sleep there then."
Yeah. He's just got to get over it.
So now, like, you and Lucas live together, and then let's say, I was gonna take you to the airport. I mean, actually, your house is closer, but okay, I'm gonna take you to the airport.
Yep.
You're gonna sleep here, and if I said, "No, I'm not comfortable with that, you guys need to sleep separate," would you just not sleep here?
Yeah, we just stay here.
Yeah. Even if, let's say, it was further away.
Yep.
Yeah, just because, I don't know, it's really like, okay, especially to the point when you're living together, it's like, well, we live together, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird, but I know different houses have different rules, and sometimes culturally, it's a little different too. Like, dads are a little bit more, like, I don't wanna say, like, it's old-fashioned, but, like, I view it as old-fashioned, but, like, oh, they're more protective of the daughter, so they have the double standards, and they're not okay with it, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm okay with I'm okay with you guys staying here. I guess I wouldn't, well, you once you're living together, it's fine. But, like, let's say you weren't living together, and sometimes you know how, like, when you guys are dating, let's say, Lucas would sleep over here or you sleep
Mhm.
over there. If I had a younger kids, I wouldn't like it just because, like, you're setting an impression for them, and I guess with my morals and values, I was like, even though you loosen things up as you get older, I wouldn't want them to think like, "Oh, that's okay." You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, they're not married. I'd prefer them to wait, not to sleep together." So I think it'd be different if I had like a 14-year-old or 11-year-old that child here.
Eh, I think that's weird since I would be 20.
Yeah, you're so much older. I don't know. But I do know parents that have that. I probably wouldn't be any different, but I like to think like I might be slightly. Maybe well, not now that you're living together, but maybe if you know what I mean? Like, if you in the beginning,
Maybe.
if you had a younger sibling at home, because you wanna set a good, example, wait till you're married type of thing. You think I'm being ridiculous?
Yeah.
Well, it's not reality, so don't worry about it. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I guess once you're out of high school and you're in college age, it's all different.
Yeah.
I'm so wishy-washy, I'm going back and forth with it.
I know.
Well, I let you guys, it didn't bother me, so we're all good. Now, if you were living here alone, let's say you were still living here and you weren't with Lucas and I had a boyfriend, would you be uncomfortable if he was sleeping over?
No.
Oh, okay. Only unless you didn't like him.
Yeah, I think it'd be weirder if he was, like, on the couch.
Oh, every morning I'm kicking him out, "Go on the couch so that she doesn't think you're so."
That'd be
You're like, "All right, mom, this is weird now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next story. This is posted on Relationship Advice by a throwaway terrible wife. I, 35 female, cheated on my husband, 35 male, while on a girls' trip and ruined our lives.
Well, why'd you do that? Don't cheat. Cheaters never win in the end. All right, go ahead.
I feel absolutely horrible and disgusted with myself. I literally holding back vomit while writing this. I can't stop crying and need to vent, but can't talk to anyone about this. I went on a girls' trip last weekend with my 2 girlfriends and 1 guy friend who's very much gay. We went to a bar and hung out with some guys. We got really drunk, invited the guys back to our Airbnb since they had a hot tub. I made out and gave head to one of the guys we were hanging out with. I was incredibly drunk, but I remember doing it. Honestly, don't even remember his name. This is not in my personality at all. I'm supposed to be the loving wife and amazing mom. I don't know why I did it. That's not who I thought I was. I love my husband and our daughters dearly. I can't hide this from him forever. I have too much guilt, and hiding it feels somehow even worse. I made one of the stupidest mistakes ever and ruined my life. The worst part is that my husband practically begged me to go on this trip, since my job has been so stressful lately. He watched the girls for the weekend and even did chores around the house. He doesn't deserve this. I don't deserve him. I feel like I'm the worst human on the planet. I know when I tell him, he will never forgive me. I know if this situation were flipped, I would never forgive him. How do I even begin to pull my life back together? Will the feelings of guilt and shame and crying ever stop? I never thought that I would be a cheater. I despise people that do that, but clearly I am one of them.
Oof. Someone needed to be the mom of the group and not let those guys come back. Like,
Yeah.
they're at the bar, they're having fun. Even little innocent flirting is fine, but that's where it ends. When you go back to your place, you don't bring the guys back. Like,
Yeah.
someone had to be like, "No, you can't do that," unless some of the other girls were single and she was drunk and got caught up with it. I don't know. Like, clearly, if she was sober, she would not have done this.
Yeah.
So obviously, alcohol played a factor. I just feel like when you're in situations like that, you need someone to stop you. Like, "Girl, are you sure you wanna do this?" You know what I mean? Like, have the conversation, pull her out of the hot tub for a little bit, like, "Hey, come here." Like, I don't I don't think her friends were looking out for her marriage, and maybe they were single and she was the only married person, I don't know. But she's going to have to tell her husband. And
Yeah.
some marriages after an affair come out stronger, and I feel like this might be, better. I think this is better than someone carrying on a relationship.
That is true.
Like, I think it's a little easier to I mean, there might be some trust about girls' trips anymore, like,
Yeah.
reminds me of the Domingo what is it, Domingo?
Yeah.
The Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, he might have, feelings about a girls' trip. She, might have been nicer for him to go away or her to go away with him if it was possible, someone to watch the kids. Yeah, but she's gotta tell him, and hopefully they can come out stronger, but clearly she's remorseful. Clearly, this is not who she is and what she wanted to do. Alcohol played a factor, and ultimately, it was she's the one that cheated, and that was her decision. I just wish there would've been, like, how, most friend groups have, like, a mom? I wish someone would've been like, "No, they're not coming back," or, "No, you're not doing that." You know what I mean?
Someone, yeah, should have stopped that. Like, who was, I don't, so strange. Top comment, you get drunk and you're at the club and you invite guys over for a hot tub session. What do you think was going to happen? And then someone replied, this is a post fact narrative. She knew exactly what was going to happen and was excited for it. She is just rehearsing the sorrow and regret for her husband.
Yeah, I just I don't know, I feel bad. Yeah. I mean, she's just you did it, so now you gotta own up to it.
Yeah, crazy.
It is crazy.
Yes.
Alright.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
From r/2 hot takes was by throw underscore Rick Salson. My dad is dating my aunt and I feel disgusted.
Okay, my dad is dating my aunt, and I feel disgusted. Yeah, that's fair, actually. I feel disgusted as well. Alright.
Okay, I just need a vent because this is driving me insane. My 22 female dad, 53 male, is now dating my mom's 49 female sister, 54 female, my aunt. Backstory. My dad and my mom were together for 12 years. My aunt and my dad were friends, never dating, never anything, but she always meddled. She would push my mom to break up with him, claiming he wasn't right for her. It always felt more like hate than concern. She moved overseas for 20 plus years and only visited every few years. The last time she came, in 2022, I was living at my mom's spare house with her permission, with the promise of keeping it clean and taking care of 5 dogs, paying bills. I had broken up a toxic relationship, managing my life while my mom lived abroad. My aunt told everyone she was taking care of me, her little girl. So I thought everything would be fine. I thought we were real close. Big mistake. Within days, she started trash talking me to my grandma and uncle, saying I was irresponsible and not paying rent to my grandma. It's not her property, so I don't know where this came from, and stirred up a huge fight that ended with me getting kicked out. I had nowhere to go and had to go back to my abusive ex just to survive for a few months. It was hell, and I almost didn't make it out. She knew exactly what she was doing. She cut off all communication the second she went back home. No apology, no care, nothing. Fast forward to now. She's back bonding with my dad, talking trash over my mom, and now they're dating. And my dad, who used to be the rock I could rely on for childcare, emotional support, and was my best friend, has changed completely. When he has my son, 7 months, he rushes me, cancels last minute, barely calls, and treats us like an inconvenience. I've even heard him mumble under his breath during calls. My partner and I have had to call in sick to cover our son because there's nowhere else to turn. We are all on daycare waitlist possible, even ones that pay almost $700 a month, but still no luck. So my dad had initially offered to take care of him. Here's the thing, I don't support their relationship. I can't. But I still have enough respect for my dad to not comment on it or try to change his mind about it. We're all adults, and I get how this works. And I get that he's been single for about 6 months and he probably feels lonely after his breakup. I
6
understand that.
months? Oh, but not from his her mom, though. Okay.
No, probably not.
Okay.
But I don't like the way he's changed with me lately. And I'm starting to feel like the same story is repeating itself, the way my aunt caused all those problems back in 2023. I used to have a really good relationship with my dad. He used to be obsessed with his grandson, come visit after being at work all day, eat at our house, and watch TV, talk to my boyfriend for hours. And now he barely checks in, barely calls, and I feel like a burden by just existing in his life. I'm hurt, disgusted, and frustrated. I just needed to scream somewhere because I feel like I can't talk to him about it without feeling like I'm being unreasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel I just think she has a bad relationship with her aunt. Her aunt and her butt heads or whatever, but I feel better that it's not like he left the mom for the aunt.
Yeah.
So, that makes it better. So, yeah, he's been single for 6 months, but not from the mom, just from, whoever he was dating. So,
Mhm.
I I it's better just to date outside the family. I mean, there's how many, like, a billion people on the planet? You can't tell me you can't find someone else. Like, I know the dating world's hard, but, like, look beyond, your ex's family might be great. You know, I wouldn't say anything either, but this aunt seems a little bit toxic, and then she's bringing that into him.
Yeah.
He's viewing his daughter through his the girlfriend's eyes,
Yeah.
which is her aunt, which happens sometimes when you're in a relationship. You start seeing people through how the partner sees them instead of how they really are, which is unfortunate. So hopefully, like after the newness wears off with this relationship with this aunt, maybe things will go back to normal, or maybe once they break up.
Yeah.
Because if she's toxic, maybe she'll be toxic all the way through. You know what I mean? Like, eventually that relationship's not going to work because she has toxic traits.
Yeah, eventually, hopefully they break up.
Yeah. I feel bad for her. Yeah, childcare is rough. Like, if you don't have it, and then he's the someone that said he'd do it, and now he's canceling because he wants to do things with aunt. Like, and you would think because she is your aunt, she'd feel like, oh, we should take your child. But
Nope. Sounds awful.
no, it sounds awful. I do feel bad for her.
Top
But
comment. Honestly, it is gross, but you're being way too lenient on your dad, pushing all the blame to your aunt when he's also part of this relationship. He's a grown man with his own head on his shoulders. She's able to influence his relationships with your mom and not you because he allows it.
Well, yes. Yes, we do know that. He is allowing it, and it just happens, like, sometimes I think people don't realize they are allowing it, if you know what I mean, like, it just kinda like, they're around someone a lot, like, you know how you are by the people you keep? Like, you know how these people say you should be judged by the people you hang around? Because you eventually start thinking and acting like the people that you surround yourself with. So, I mean, not always, but a lot of times. So, I
Yeah.
think that he's around her and she's kind of poisoning him. So, I mean, yes, he's allowing it and he could stop it, but he's not, you know?
Yeah.
Because he could be like,
Crazy.
"Oh, no, I said I'd babysit, so we can't go to do
Yeah.
activities, sorry."
He's just doing whatever she wants.
Yeah, which is annoying. And I feel like in the beginning of relationships, one person always tends to be that person, right? That just does whatever the other person wants. And then it does equalize usually after a while. But yeah, it's just unfortunate he's doing this to his daughter.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, when you say you're going to do something, follow through and do it, you know?
Crazy. So I found some more context from OP. So remember years ago the aunt got her kicked out of her mom's house. So people are asking, how did you get kicked out if your mom so when they're allowing you to stay there? So
Hmm.
OP replied, my mom didn't kick me out. My uncle threatened me and my dogs, smashed the Wi-Fi antenna, somehow ripped the energy meter, however it's called, and there were some exposed water pipes outside the house in my backyard he smashed too, costing me over 2,000 to get my mom's property back into living conditions. But I left for my own safety. He's a schizophrenic and a veteran, so he didn't get charged with anything but a warning.
Wow.
That's
That's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. Cause I can't even imagine that.
That's weird.
It really is. Yeah, I don't like that. Me
No,
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
not at all.
Yeah, so she was unsafe. Like, I do feel bad for her. She didn't have a place to go. I mean, she said she had to go live back with her toxic ex just because she had nowhere to go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel bad for her. You know,
that's
sometimes
crazy.
people are just in situations where we can't even imagine, you know?
Mhm, yeah.
I feel bad.
Yikes.
Ugh. Are we done?
We are done for tonight.
Yeah, I just love Reddit stories so much. I never want it to be over, but
They're
I get it.
crazy sometimes.
They're crazy sometimes. Well, I hope everyone has a great week. Like,
Yes.
follow, subscribe, tell your friends to listen, and be kind.
You feel like it.
Yes, no. Oh, you can also find us on Instagram, the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I am terrible at promoting us. So, please promote us because I'm terrible at it, doing it myself.
And find us at r_cats and dogs_pod on Reddit. Do some writing.
Do write-ins. Yes, I would love some like real life write-ins. Like it could be about anything. It doesn't have to be relationship. It could be about coworkers. It could be something you did. You're like, oh my gosh, am I an asshole? I did this at a store. Like just something.
Yeah, it could be something fun or silly.
Exactly. Or, just want to give us a fun story. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great weekend. Be kind.
Bye.